Hello everybody, welcome to Distance Learning Tips for Students. In this tip, we're going to talk about a long-term strategy that can help make you a better distance learner over time. The tip is called this: same place, same time. And what it means is that research has shown that students who do well outside of a school environment, one of the things that a lot of them do is that they study in the same place from the same time period every day. And this doesn't mean that you have to do this to be successful. There are students who study at all different times, and there are students who study in all different places, and there are students who study in all different times in all different places and can still be successful. But it makes it easier for the brain to develop the habit of studying well when it's consistently studying in the same place and the same time. In addition to that, there's some things about same place and same time that we want to talk about. Let's start with looking at what's a good place. Well, a good place to start off with should be free from distraction. And yes, that means that you might need to put your cell phone out of sight in a different room away from you for like the time that you're going to be there. Research has even shown that your cell phone face down beside you, so you think it's not distracting you, but just the fact that it's there makes you think, oh, I could check it or I should check it, so it's often proven to be a distraction. That's a personal decision, but the goal is to get your place free of distractions. Some other things, you want it to be as quiet as you possibly can get it so that it's not going to be distracting like that. You also want it free from visual movement. I mean, you can have pictures and stuff around and things like that, but you want a place that's going to allow you as much as possible to focus. Movement is often very, very distracting, so reducing movement in your environment can be really, really helpful. As a bonus tip, you might want to think about biophilia. Now you're like, wait a second, what's biophilia? Biophilia means that when nature is visible around us, it's easier for the brain to relax and concentrate. That could be a plant, it could be a picture of trees or water or something like that. So if you can add a little bit of nature to your place, that might be something that you find helps you study better. And again, some of these things you want to experiment on your own. You know, certain people like a little bit of noise, kind of ambient noise, like coffee shop type of noise. Other people would find that completely distracting. So one of the things that distance learning gives you is this opportunity for you to figure out in what places and in what ways do you study best. So a good place might be a little bit different for one student as compared to another, and you got to figure that out on your own. Let's talk about the second thing real quick, which is same time. Now, there's really not too much to say about same time, but the key is you want to find a time and pick times when you're going to have a lot of energy and you're going to be able to focus. So if you're finding that, wow, you know, you're trying to be like eat lunch and then study, and generally you fall asleep 10 minutes after you try to study, you just can't focus because you've got no energy, well then maybe studying right after you eat lunch isn't the best way for you to learn. Distance learning also might give you some opportunities here, right, to figure out what the best times are for you. I've been teaching distance learning for about 15 years right now. I have a lot of students that turn in stuff between like 10 p.m. and midnight in their days. Like, that's the time when they work well. So there's no really reason why a particular time has to work better for one person than the other, but the key is for you to find a good chunk of time, like 2 hours or something like that, that's going to work really well for you to use some segmented study times, like 25 minutes and break, like 3 or 4 of those, and you're going to be able to get all your work done. So there you have it. The goal again is same place, same time, and what you want to aim to is figuring out a place where you can study for the same chunk of time in that same place over time. And then as you do that more and more, your brain gets into the habit of doing it. And after you do it like 5 to 10 times, you're going to find, wow, it's a lot easier for me to sit down and concentrate and work and get my stuff done. So hopefully that helps. I'd be curious to see how it goes in terms of finding that same place, same time. And thanks again for watching.